Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes new eyeshadow palette releases, specifically indie palettes from one of my favorite indie brands, Nomad Cosmetics. They just dropped this new launch and this palette is absolutely beautiful and very, very unique, not just for Nomad, but for eyeshadow palettes in general. And that is this gorgeous palette right here called Fairytale Europe. So if you're excited to see the newest release from Nomad Cosmetics, a full tutorial, first impression review, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Down in the description box, of course, I will link the new Nomad palette. I also have a discount code for Nomad, so I will link that for you as well. My favorite beauty subscription boxes, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today. If you would like to shop the completed look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, including Nomad, and of course, come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. So let's talk all about Fairytale Europe. First of all, let's talk about this packaging. I love that the castle is 3D'd. The color story on the outside is absolutely beautiful. It's very fairy-like, very whimsical. And with the palette, we got this super cute book. It says The Princess and Her Kingdom, and it's basically a fairy tale. A little fairy tale book. It is so cute. If you had young girls or teenagers, young girls would absolutely love this. I love how Nomad just ties these extra special pieces in with their eyeshadow palette releases. So let's talk a little bit more about Fairytale Kingdom. New Fairytale Europe is a dazzling spectrum of princess shimmers designed for mixing and matching, balanced with versatile neutrals, creating the perfect base for a sparkling look. 6 light to deep mattes, 9 belle of the ball shimmers, and 3 magical multi-chromes. So the destination of this palette is princess castles and storybook settings. Once upon a time in Europe, in a European land far, far away, a place full of romantic castles, storybook landscapes, and adorable woodland animals, the enchanting tales of Cinderella, Snow White, and others come to life in these magical destinations. From Alcázar de Segovia in Spain that originally inspired Disney to Sleeping Beauty's Castle Schloss Neuschwanstein, oh, I'm gonna totally butcher that, in Germany. Come with us to explore the inspiration for your favorite fairy tale and celebrate the world of happily ever after. Nomad Cosmetics is a destination indie brand and they always have a cause that they support. So the cause of this gorgeous palette is we are proud to support the UNESCO World Heritage Center that helps preserve heritage sites around the world, like the inspiring European castles. I love that. I love that Nomad always has a great cause that they support. And the color story of this palette, like I said, is absolutely beautiful, but it's very, very different. We are very shimmer heavy. The majority of the palette is shimmers, 12 shimmers, and again, 6 mattes. And what's interesting is the mattes are all neutral, which I like. I actually like that because they're neutral. So with neutrals, you can do neutral looks, colorful looks, a mixture. And I like that our mattes are all neutral. And then we get our color from these beautiful shimmers, these multi-chromes. This palette swatched perfectly. The mattes were very buttery, smooth, pigmented, in the shimmers, they are stunning. I cannot wait to put this on my eyes. So I'm actually going to prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I will zoom you in and we'll create our eye look. So I'm first going to reach into this lighter matte called Crater Castle. I'm going to buff that into my crease, a little bit above my crease. That's going to serve as my transition and again, kind of set that eyeshadow base. This is really pretty. Like I said, these mattes are very buttery, very pigmented, and this is a really nice, just neutral transition shade. And I do appreciate we've got light, mid-tone, and deep mattes, which is perfect considering our mattes in this palette are limited. They did a really good job curating the mattes they included. Then with a fluffy brush, I'm going into Chateau de Jambrod. I'm probably, like I said, not going to pronounce all of these names correctly, but I'm going to buff that into into my crease itself, just to deepen that up a little bit. I am not going above my crease because I want that first shade, our transition shade, to pop out when my eyes are open. That's also very beautiful, very pigmented. I love that it's a little bit more cool tone. Great, oh lordy. All right, so this dark brown shade, Noschelstein, I don't know. But I'm picking it up on a little flatter brush, and I'm just going to pop that into my outer corner just to deepen it up, add a little bit of depth. Wow, that was one tap into that shade. This is really pretty. It's a chocolate brown, but it's a cool toned chocolate brown. And then back in with the first shade, our transition shade, I'm just going to use that to kind of buff and blend the edges. Going in with my NYX glitter glue before we test out some of these shimmers. I'm excited to pop in some color to my look with these beautiful shimmers. We're going to test one with a finger, one with a brush, and I have to start with Magic Spell up here in the corner. It is this black based, like pretty kind of gray, blue, green, absolutely beautiful. And I'm actually going to place that in the outer half of my lid, closest to our deep, dark outer corner. Oh, that is so pretty. It is this foresty green with a blue shift. It is so beautiful. This is one of the gorgeous multi-chromes in the palette. It does not disappoint. Then with a brush, we're going to pick up this shade here called Prince Charming. It shifts from gold to green, and I'm going to place that on the inner portion of my lid. Oh my goodness, right next to Magic Spell. And I will tell you that these shimmers apply beautifully with the finger, beautifully with the brush, so however you prefer to apply them. Look at that. Wow. That is so pretty. It brightens up my eye look a little bit, but also there's that little bit of green in this shade that pairs beautifully with Magic Spell. And then on that same brush, I'm going to pick up Snow Queen, which is actually this blue shade, and I'm going to put that right between the green and the gold, just to add a little pop of blue, just a little bit of uniqueness to this look. This is so stunning. These shimmers are beautiful. And then I'm going back into that deepest brown, and I'm going to just lightly buff that on my lower lash line. And then we're going to pick up this beautiful white shade here called Snow White, and it has a white to pink to gold shift, and we're popping that right on that inner corner. Ooh, I like that because it is definitely more pink leaning. Peachy pink. Oh, that is so pretty. These shades are just so fun. I really love that neutral matte base and all these fun colorful shimmers. Let me go ahead and do liner, mascara, lashes. I have a very busy day today. I'm filming some videos for my main channel, so I'm gonna pop on some lashes, pop on a lippy. I'll be back and we'll go over my thoughts on the new Nomad Fairytale Europe palette. So here's the final look using the new Nomad Cosmetics Fairytale Europe palette. So let's go over some thoughts. First of all, I love the packaging, beautiful. Love the 3D castle. I think, like I said in the beginning, this is such a unique color story to eyeshadow palettes in general. Very unique for Nomad as well, but it's nice to see a company come out with something different. Not a palette that we have time and time again in our collection. I love that they did all neutral mattes and really cool toned neutral mattes, and then they gave you everything you would ever need in colorful, beautiful shimmers. This kind of peachy coral shade, I can't wait to use that on my eyes. Do more of a pink leaning look, a blue leaning look, a purple leaning look. I'm very excited, but I will also say that I love my eye look today. I think it is beautiful, it's colorful, and I love that I have the neutral that gives, the neutral mattes gave it kind of a deep, sultry look. I really, really like this palette. I am excited to keep using it. As I was getting ready, I kept thinking about all the different looks that I want to create with this palette. I love that we have sparkly shimmers, we have multi-chromes, and again, the neutral mattes make it so unique and different. I think this is an amazing release from Nomad. They have been killing it so far this year. This is their second release, and it is even better than their first release. And their first release was really, really good. I'm very anxious to see what the brand does the rest of 2025. When you you see today's video, this palette is available. Like I said, I have a discount code for Nomad. It will also be down in the description box. This is one palette that's so unique and different. I feel like it's a must have, and I am so excited to have it in my collection. Let me know down below, what do you think of my look? Are you going to pick up the Nomad palette? I think, like I said, it's one of the best palettes so far this year as far as unique color story as well as how it performs. It performs beautifully. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!